It may not seem like it now, while most of us are still shut in from the winter element, but before we know it, spring will be here, and so will the opportunity to enjoy a trend gaining popularity for many families growing their own plants and veggies. And joining us today via satellite, home gardening expert and our very own master gardener, Rose Bechard-Butman. She's at Softscapes, a nursery in non-wintry South Florida this morning, to show us how easy home gardening really is. Welcome, Rose. Wow, what a beautiful day.
Yes, Maribel, it's a beautiful morning here, and it's a wonderful sunny day and in a beautiful tropical garden setting. And by the way, we happen to be in downtown Fort Lauderdale, right off the Interstate Highway, which just goes to show you can have a garden like this one here anywhere.
That is amazing. Who would have thought? Well, first of all, Rose, why is home gardening getting so much attention?
Well, I think a lot of us are a lot more health conscious than we used to be. Everybody's into going green and eating healthy foods, and what can be more healthy than growing your own food in your own backyard? This is a wonderful unit here. This unit is by Backyard Botanical. It's a fabulous self-contained unit, and it makes gardening so much easier than it used to be.
But is it really easy? I mean, I always thought home gardening was a whole lot of work.
Well, the old-fashioned form of home gardening was a lot of work. It was back-breaking work and digging up a big plot and having rows. But the new modern way of gardening is so much more convenient. And if you come on inside with me, I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. This particular unit opens right up. And the old-fashioned gardens had rows and rows, and you would have to weed in between the rows, and you would be fertilizing in between the rows. This takes up a lot less space. You don't have the rows anymore, so you can put more fruits and vegetables into your garden without worrying about all that added space. So once the unit's set up, you have maybe 15-20 minutes a week where you go in and pull out a few weeds and commune with nature, and you're good to go.
So what will we need to get started? Can you walk us through the basics?
Sure, it is so easy. The first thing you need is 6 hours of sunlight. That's important for your vegetables, and the sunshine's free. So already you're off to a good start. The other thing that you're going to need is good soil. The soil itself you can get at your local garden center and just drop it in the self-contained units. How easy is that? The next thing is water. You need to have water. So you want to have your unit set up where you can attach it to a irrigation system. This has a timed irrigation system in it. So all you need to do is start with your seeds, or if you're like me and it's the instant gratification, go to your garden center and get some already started little plants and you're good to go.
And what about the upkeep, like weeds, for example?
Well, weeding is really not that bad because you have a home gardening system like this, all your space is utilized properly. So you don't have a lot of dead space between the plants, and as the plants get bigger, they discourage more weeds. It's really not like a traditional garden at all. A lot less weeds, very easy.
Wow, you weren't kidding. It really does sound easy. I can see my entire family getting involved. I think my kids would love this.
It's very user-friendly for children. Everything's on their level. Gives them pride in growing something that they did on their own, and they're more apt to eat it if they grew it on their own.
Oh, of course. And what would you recommend for people starting their first garden?
Well, I'd say plant what it is you like to eat and contact your local county extension office. Find out when the best times to plant what plants are. And with these kinds of units like this one from Backyard Botanical, they're fantastic. It makes it so easy. Don't be afraid. Just jump in, get your hands dirty, and have some fun.
You weren't kidding, Rose. We can set up our own garden and not be afraid, as you said, get our hands dirty. Thank you so much for your help.
It's been my pleasure, Maribel.
And if you'd like more information about this morning's segment, you can log onto our website, thebalancingact.com/Backyard Botanical, where you can enter the Backyard Botanical Makeover Sweepstakes. Have fun in your own backyard by winning a backyard makeover, including products from Backyard Botanical. Just go to thebalancingact.com and click on the Backyard Botanical Makeover Sweepstakes banner for details.